So I have some stuff I need to get done. I thought I would just bring you along with me. So hopefully you can kind of see some of what I'm doing. Yes, there's going to be times I'm going to have you in some weird angles, like I'm going to be digging and moving and planting and things like that. But I thought, why not bring you along? What I'm doing essentially is I'm moving some of my tomato plants that I had growing in my garden. In previous videos, I've showed you that I got a plethora, kind of like volunteer tomato plants. So I want to take them out and put them in some spaces in my wild space in the back of my property. I have several things planted back there. I've got flowers. I've got some other stuff that I just buried to see what would happen. And I'm kind of leaving that and seeing what will happen in that way. But I wanted you to see all of this and make sure that we can kind of get this situated. So let me go ahead and get started and really get moving. Let me flip you around so you guys can come with me. And I'll kind of talk about what I'm going to do first. First thing that I did, let me show you what I did, is I'm digging some holes. And again, I'm not taking all the weeds out and all that. I'm just trying to get all this just dug up. And what I'll do is I'll put compost in it and then put the plant in it. Gotta get some, there's always garbage and stuff in here, so I'm taking that out as I go. But I've done it there. I put one in there, and that one has like leaves and sticks around it. I also have onions growing in here, so I figured, you know what, why not put some tomato plants? If they grow, great. If they don't, it's not a loss for me because they just grew as volunteers. So I'm just letting them go and see what happens. This is kind of like my way of giving the garden some freedom to do what it wants. And I think that's important, so we're going to try it. But if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I didn't lose anything really. So let's try it. And then it'll be fascinating as I let this thing grow, what food I get out of this belt of my yard. And these might be flowers. I'm letting them go to see what happens right here. Again, it's just like, this is my wild space and I like it. So this is the part where you guys are going to have a weird angle because I have to dig up some of this. But look at these plants. They look so good right now. Look how big that is. So my goal is to get them dug up. There we go. And honestly, if you're asking me what kind of tomatoes this is, I don't know. I just know that they grew, and I thought if they're going to grow and they're willing to grow, then I'm willing to plant them. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you is you can take them apart. You gently pull them apart, and see they do come apart with their roots. So each plant now is its own plant. See the general roots right there? So I'm trying to pull them apart. So I now have, so again, remember I didn't plant these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 different plants right now. 10 different tomato plants. So I'll probably plant some over here. So I'm just going to go try these and put these in those holes. And again, they're really pretty good sized plants. They're about 4 or 5 inches tall. And I don't have to harden them off because they already grew. So I'm going to go set these near my holes. And then we'll come get my shovel. We'll put some dirt in there so I know what I'm planting. I might put 2. I can put 2 in each one. There we go. That way I'll put 2 near each one since I have so many. Better chances of them surviving. And if one is weaker than the other one, you just cut it out or cut it off. 2 there. And again, it's building this wild belt. Then I gotta go ahead and water. We're supposed to get a lot of rain this week. So I wanna go ahead and do that too. That's a nice one. I'll leave that just the way it is. In the sun like that. Oh, there we go. Put a strong plant there. There we go. I might go back to my garden and get some more. Then this one. Right in here. Take that, throw that away. And you're constantly cleaning, which is always a part of gardening. Especially if you live in a city at all. the wind, it blows it around. And I guess you guys who live in the country are probably like, yeah, us too. How about this pile of brush there just for bugs and stuff to live under? Okay, let's keep looking. Did I leave some? I think I did. Yeah, I left a couple more. Let's take a couple more. Put these in here. Maybe we'll spread these out a little bit. And again, it's like I'm building kind of a nursery here of tomato plants. Very pretty plants. Look at that. Look at the root structure on that. That's so good. So it'll be fun to see it, how they grow, how they do. That's my goal, just to make sure they all have enough to grow. Let's see. Now let me go get my shovel. And a couple things, maybe you don't know this, but tomatoes actually grow. A lot of them, they grew laying down. So they weren't meant to be like up. We have actually trained tomato plants to do that. We stake them up. We make them go a different direction, which is not their natural way of being. So that's something we've done. So it's something we just kind of look at and go, oh, well, they need to be this way. Not necessarily, but we've created that to be kind of our version of it. So this right here is my old compost pile. So I'm going to go ahead and take from here. Yes, I have some plants in it, but that's okay. And obviously, there's also seeds in it. So my thing is I want to just put compost in there. Go ahead and pat it down and just let it be. And I'm just grabbing one thing of compost, put it in there. I also have some bone meal. I'll probably put that in here. Let it grow up. Here we go. Let me grab this real quick. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna set you right here. Put this up real quick. Plant that one. See if it makes a difference if I plant it up. Got that one down. Let's see. There's one in the middle there. Okay, let's do that. Again, it's a beautiful day today. We have the perfect temperature. It's gonna be 64 degrees, and the wind is from the north a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's so pretty. There's like one more, I think. Yep, over there. So we'll do that one. And we'll do that one kind of traditionally set it up. Again, this is pretty fertile soil. It's all compost that I made over the last year or so, so it looks really good. Got all kinds of stuff in it, so I'm glad I'm putting it with my other plants. Okay, let me get this put up. And again, if you look at the plants, they're just in here. I've got bugs around it. I've got leaves around it. I've got a flower here. So there's just a lot of things that'll just help it. And then I'm going to see what it will do. And again, if I lose it, if for some reason it doesn't do what I need it to, or let's say I lose my plants or whatever, I'm not worried about it. Well, because this is all free. So I'm like, this is no big deal for me. So it's really nice to be able to do that. So this is a wild belt. Again, my yard, look, it's all mowed and pretty and coiffed. But this back here, I'm letting it go wild. I think everybody always has to have a little bit of wild space, like a space that doesn't have any boundaries. You can't tell it what to do, and it just does it. And I think this kind of represents me in some ways, and that there's times I'm like really like, oh, I'm put together and I'm organized. Then there's other times that I just let it go wild and let things happen. So this is part of the let things happen part of that. And like I said, over the years, I'll let these leaves go, just break down, and I've got stuff underneath it and grow up, and just to see what'll happen. We're excited. Here's my, again, old compost pile. I think those are probably pumpkins. I have pumpkin seeds in here, and it's gone crazy. And then I've got the new one, which it's breaking down now. I need to turn it over. I've got all my other gardens over here, which I am waiting. I am impatient. I'm an impatient gardener, and this is not a good thing, and that's not patience. Impatient. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done. Look at my onions, my garlic chives, onions. And then, so what I'm waiting on, honestly, is these. Because I think they're peppers. And if they are, I'm going to let them grow. Last year, I made a big error. I pulled everything out thinking it was a weed. It was jalapenos. So I'm going to leave them and let them go. This right here is oregano. And again, it looks like there's nothing happening. So I'm like, you want to rip it out. However, there's little bitty plants in there that are growing, and I just have to leave them and be patient. This is also oregano. Some of this is just weeds. And then some of it, I'm letting it grow. If you see it in the back of the corner, see those little flowers? They're coming out. So I'm just having to be patient. This, crazy enough, is mint. I'm one of the few humans in the world that cannot grow mint. And I think I probably oopsiesed it. My sage is flowering right now. Then she will get her own little, amazing space as she grows and she adds more sage to it. And then, of course, I got to give you a big picture of rosemary. Rosemary rocks. She's my rosemary bush. She smells good. She acts good. She tastes good. All the things. So that was just a little bit of a thing I needed to get done. So I hope that you enjoyed the fact that I got to kind of do a little bit of a garden project this morning. Now, obviously, I need to work on some design this week. My goal is to try and create like a fire pit area in the middle. I don't know how that's going to look or what it's going to look like, but I'm going to try it. So I want to see kind of like what design I want to make, whether I buy bricks and put it down, where we can just sit out in the middle of our yard, have it go up, where it's away from my trees because I don't want to, cause problems. But at the same time, I want to be able to sit out here and have the wild belt, have the stuff, our coiffed area, and really just get to spend some time out here as a family and have this space out here and have some quiet, connected time. Hopefully I get to get that built soon so you guys get to see it. And then we'll get to have a fire in it and we'll get to talk around that. So just some of the things I have coming up, not to mention other seeds and stuff I'll get planted. It's about that time. So we're excited. Can't do peppers quite yet because it got down in the 30s and 40s and that's not pepper season as much as I would like it to be. So I got to leave it. And technically, tomatoes, I'm letting these go because they are on their own. So it's a little early, but I'm going to try it and see what happens. Because I'm going to give them a shot. I said they're willing to grow. I'm willing to plant them. That's kind of the way I think about things. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Sit back, relax. Just get to be in my yard garden, my backyard garden, and see how things go. I got birds singing. It's pretty sunny, and it's just an amazing time. So thank you so much for watching my gardening channel. We have a lot coming up. Keep checking out all things gardening as it ramps up, and I get to harvest stuff, and we get to watch it grow, and all the fruit start to grow, and all the things happen, and I pull it, and all of that. You will get to come on that journey with me. It's going to be an incredible gardening season. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.